from the Detroit Free Press. It's Friday, September 27th. Here's what you need to know today.
This is Randy Essex for the Free Press Auto Team. As we keep waiting for the GM strike to end, there was a surprise Thursday. General Motors changed its mind about paying for striking workers' health care. When the United Auto Workers went on strike 12 days ago, the company said the union would have to start paying those costs. That led to confusion and anger, and GM took a lot of heat over it. So what was the UAW's reaction on Thursday? It's about time. As contract talks grind on, a new estimate from the Anderson Economic Group in Lansing said GM is losing $25 million per day in profit. It said strikers and others laid off in the fallout have lost $266 million in wages. And that means government is out $68 million in income tax. Those losses will keep mounting, costing us all money.
This is Todd Spangler, the Washington correspondent for the Detroit Free Press. Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib has become internationally known since taking office in January. She has sparred with President Trump and criticized Israel for human rights abuses. But is she in trouble in her district? In Detroit? For now, it doesn't look like it. Someone's likely to take her on, saying she's been too divisive. But less than a year before next summer's Democratic primary, no one's come forward yet to challenge her and start raising money. If someone does, though, expect Tlaib to make the most out of her constituent work and to bills she's written, like those banning facial recognition cameras in public housing and creating a low-income tax credit. As for attacks by the president, that can probably only help her in one of the most democratic districts in the nation.
I'm Susan Selasky, Detroit Free Press food writer. Frita Batidos, a Cuban-inspired eatery, has set Wednesday, October 2nd as its opening date. The eatery is located between the Fox Theater and the new Little Caesars headquarters in downtown Detroit. This is the second Frita's location for chef-owner Eve Aronoff. Her first is in Ann Arbor. Signature items include the Frita Burger with house-made chorizo on a soft egg bun. It's served with shoestring fries. The burger can also be ordered with beef, chicken, fish, or a vegetarian option made with black beans. The Batidos, the restaurant's signature tropical milkshakes, are made with fresh fruit, crushed ice, and sweetened milk. The interior of the restaurant is bright white, and seating is mainly communal style on white picnic tables. There's also outdoor seating. It's the first restaurant to open on Columbia Street in District Detroit.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department. Friday marks the 20th anniversary of the final game played at Tiger Stadium. Michigan and Trumbull represented more than just the stomping grounds for the Tigers and, for a time, the Lions. It was where generations of baseball fans developed their love for America's pastime. The place where fathers and mothers introduced the game to sons and daughters. It's where Cobb and K-Line and Tram and Lou and millions of Tigers fans called home. In today's Free Press and on Freep.com, Bill Dow looks back at the night they turned the lights out at the corner. But a few of us, too, still hold Tiger Stadium close to our hearts.
Right-hander against the right-hander. The outfield is straight up and deep on Fielder. He is the DH today. Swing, there's a drive to left. That one is long gone. Fielder weighs into that first pitch with his 20.
My name is Steve Byrne, Arts and Entertainment Editor.
I'm Great Lakes and Environment reporter Keith Matheny.
My Aunt Joan and Uncle Dave stayed out overnight to score World Series tickets, and they were kind enough to take me to Game 5, the potential clincher.
My first Tigers game ever came at the old Tiger Stadium, early 80s. I was in my early teens, living in northern lower Michigan.
We had obstructed view seats in the deep lower left field corner. Could barely see the game, but no matter.
Tiger Stadium was a 4-hour drive away, so attending a game was a major event. I won the tickets off a Tigers TV broadcast, back when they asked trivia questions. I can't remember the question, but my correct answer was Bert Blyleven.
Right after Gibby hit that second home run, the one off Goose Gossage that made the World Championship nearly certain with Willie Hernandez waiting in the bullpen, I sprinted out to the bathroom. Got back to my seats in time to see my all-time favorite player, left fielder Larry Herndon, snagging the last out to clinch the World Series. I begged my aunt to let me run on the field like so many other crazed delinquents were that night. Shockingly, she let me.
My most vivid memory from that first game? Walking up those old concrete block corridors, paint peeling, until it suddenly opened up to the most vivid, perfect green grass I'd ever seen.
I used the left field foul pole to pull myself onto the field. Spent the next 5 minutes or so tearing up sod and flinging it up to the outreached hands in the upper deck. Probably not my proudest moment, but definitely my greatest memory.
Set the pitch. He swings. Bounding ball. Stopped by Trubit for the second one. Really the first. 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. A great play by Trubit to end the...
I'm breaking news editor Marianne Struman. Tiger Stadium was a way of life for my family.
I'm Teresa Baldus, the federal courts reporter. Tiger Stadium is special to me for a number of reasons, but the summer of 1999 really stands out in my mind.
My mom and her 6 sisters all worked there at one point or another. That's because my grandfather, who came to Detroit from Poland, insisted that all his girls loved baseball. That was the American way.
I was pregnant with my second daughter, and I knew the Tigers would no longer be playing there.
My Aunt Helen worked the stand behind home plate for over 50 years. So naturally, I followed in their footsteps.
So my husband and I went down to the game. We had my other daughter who was 1 year old, and they let us go down right close to the field.
That was my first job, opening day selling hot dogs at Tiger Stadium, scrubbing down the stand, learning to deal with a crush of fans and to do quick math in my head since they didn't use cash registers. Just a cash drawer.
And there I sat and put my other daughter on my belly and said, both my kids are here for history.
I had to be there at the crack of dawn, and I didn't finish until well after 4 in the afternoon. It was the hardest $25 I ever made, and I came home smelling like a hot dog.
Boy, I won't forget that game. It was something else, and we got a great picture of it up in our house. It was a Tiger moment for all of us.
And it's time to say goodbye, but I think goodbyes are sad. And rather than goodbye, please allow me to say thank you. Now, God has a new adventure for me, and I'm ready to move on. So I leave you with a deep sense of appreciation for your long-time loyalty and support. I thank you very much, and God bless all of you.
Thank you to WJR for supplying us with the Ernie Harwell audio. To get more from the Detroit Free Press, download our mobile app on your phone, tablet, or any other mobile device. You can find the latest news, sports, photos, weather, traffic, and more. You can even sign up for notifications to get alerts on news and game updates sent right to your mobile phone or tablet. See you on Monday.